Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Now today's video is going to be me doing my makeup with my opposite hand. So you will notice in all my makeup videos that I am right-handed. So today I am using my left hand, and this is the look I achieved. It's not perfect, I wasn't expecting it to be perfect. But if you want to see how well I did, keep watching. So, starting off with my Clarins Gentle Day Cream, I'm just going to take a small amount of this. You really don't need a lot of this. And I am going to apply this to the entirety of my face. I did actually want to use my right hand there to apply it, as you can see, but obviously, as this video suggests, I have to use my left hand. So anyway, I am just going to apply a small amount of this all over my face to sort of hydrate and moisturise my face, and as you can see I have quite a few blemishes, so it's going to help with them. So I am just going to speed this up for you. You really don't need to see the whole process, slowly. So I'm actually applying concealer here, but I did do my foundation before. I did lose the footage for this, and I'm using the MUA Undress Your Skin Radiance primer, and I apologise for the lighting, but I'm just going to sort of apply this under my eyes, along my nose, and on top of my blemishes. And again, I'm just going to speed this process up for you in a minute. I am using a beauty blender to sort of blend this all out, so I'll speed the process up for you guys. So the next thing I'm using is my W7 Sheer Loose Powder in the shade Translucent. And I'm just going to use a regular fluffy brush. To apply this, I actually got my fluffy brush from Wilko's, and I'm just going to sort of attempt to get a normal amount, apparently not, and just going to apply this all over my face to set my foundation and concealer because of my breakouts and blemishes. So again, I'm going to speed that up for you. Then I'm using my MUA Sun-Kissed Bronze Powder and the same fluffy brush, and I'm just going to contour my under my cheekbones, my nose, my temples and my jawline, just to add some sort of definition to my face. As you can tell, I'm having trouble with getting the right amount on the brush, but again I'm going to speed this process up for you guys. So yeah. So I'm going to take my MUA Undress Your Skin highlighter in the shade Pink Shimmer, and I'm just going to put this on my finger. It's really pigmented, as you can see, and just going to apply that to the high points of my face, so my cheeks, my nose, and I like to put a little bit of this on my Cupid's bow to make that stand out, but I'm going to speed it up for you. Then moving on to my eyebrows. So I actually use eyeshadow, and I'm using the MUA Romantic Efflorescent eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be using the two darkest shades in this palette. So I'm actually going to be applying this with an angled brush, and I'm going to be using the shades Corruput and Magnet and just mixing them two together. And I'm just going to attempt to follow the natural shape of my eyebrows. So again, I'm going to speed this up for you guys. That'll do. So next I'm going to be moving on to eyeshadow, and I'm using a small fluffy brush, and I'm using the two Kylie palettes I have. So I'm starting with the Burgundy palette, and first off I'm going to be using the shade Penney, and I'm just going to be applying this just above my crease as sort of a transition colour. And then I'm using my finger to blend this out just to get rid of the harshness on this. And then I'm using the shade Brick, and I'm just going to put this within my crease just to sort of darken this look a little bit. Then I'm going to be using the shade Burgundy, so this really bright red colour. I love how pigmented this colour is, and I'm just going to be applying this to my entire lid. I'll just point out now, I do apologise if you can hear my mum coughing. She is still ill. So the next colour I am using is actually the darkest colour on this palette, and I can never remember the name of it. It is called Almond, and I'm just applying this to sort of my outer corners, again just to sort of darken this look. I apologise for the way I'm applying this, I'm just sort of doing it the best I can. Again, using my finger to blend it all out. Then I'm moving on to the bronze palette, and I'm going to be using the shades Brozite and Obsidain, just to sort of darken this look. Like I say, I really like combining these two palettes. They are what I wear on a daily basis. But there are others out there if you can't afford Kylie, and I will actually do a video on sort of cheaper alternatives to what I wear. Again, I'm using my finger to blend this all out. I'm going in with Obsidian now, just again to darken it all. And the final colour I'm going to use is Jasper, but I'm just quickly putting that shade Penney under my eyes to bring it all together. I'm also using the shade Dubai. I wanted to add a little bit of glitz to this look. You don't have to do this, you can just leave it how it is. I do normally leave it just how it is. And then, like I say, the last colour I am using is a shade called Jasper, and I am just going to apply this to my inner corners to brighten up my eyes and along my brow bone. You actually don't need a lot of this shade, it is really, really pigmented, so you really don't need a lot of it. But apparently I am deciding to put quite a lot on my brow bone. Okay then. So the next thing I'm moving on to is my Collection Fast Stroke Liquid Eyeliner, and I am just going to attempt to do at least some sort of winged liner. So I am going to speed this process up for you. You don't need to see me fail slowly. So the next thing I'm using is my W7 Big Lash Mascara in the shade Black, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lashes, top and bottom, just to make them that little bit bolder. And I apologise for the weird faces. And the final thing I'm going to do is my lips. Now, at this moment in time, I really didn't know what colour I was going to do, so I just picked the first one that was in my little pot, and that was the Kylie Metal Matte Lipstick in the shade Rain. And I am just going to apply this all over my lips, or at least attempt to. Oh. Okay, so I've put a dot on my face. Okay then, I'm just going to speed this process up. And so now I'm going to attempt to remove that dot. I do not recommend removing lipstick like this. So that's it for this video, guys. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!